And now for the next one, we've got Muhammad Mokaev versus Charles Johnson. And I've seen a lot of mixed opinions here. I've seen a lot of people really high on Charles Johnson, but also super high on Muhammad Mokaev. I've seen some people not so high on Charles Johnson, but really high on Muhammad Mokaev. And I've seen kind of a bit of everything, but I haven't seen anyone picking Charles Johnson to actually win the fight, which is somewhat interesting to me. But I think that Muhammad Mokaev is just such a special prospect. If you guys don't know, I think this guy went like 23 and 0, 24 and 0 as an amateur, two-time world amateur champion. Yeah, 23 and 0 as I said, and he actually fought some good amateur fighters in there. Like Ryo Yamaguchi is doing his own thing in the pro scene now. But yeah, as I said, 23 and 0 as an amateur, come in as a pro. He's looked undefeated since then. Beat a guy that was 7 and 1 when he was 3 and 0. It's a pretty awesome win. Finished Cody Durden in the first minute. You know what I mean? Like Muhammad Mokaev coming in at minus 500 favorite, and he's not even 22 years old yet. But I think Charles Johnson's going to show up. My pick is Muhammad Mokaev, but Charles Johnson's a really good striker. You know, he has got good wins on the record. Carlos Mota is a good win on the record. So is Yayo Camilo. So is Yuma Horiuchi, who recently fought on Road to UFC, and an undefeated fighter, and Kali Pangilinan. His last loss was by decision to Brandon Royval, who's in the top 15 right now. So, you know what I mean? Like, Charles Johnson's a good fighter. He fights at Tiger Muay Thai. And he does have a really good boxing base, a good kickboxing base, obviously. But I would say that his boxing is probably the standout of everything. But he does throw a lot of kicks, so I just completely said one thing and then said the other. But the point is, I think that Charles Johnson will be showing kicks. I think that Muhammad Mokaev will be looking for the takedowns, but his striking is not too bad either. But I do think Muhammad Mokaev will eventually be looking to grapple with Charles Johnson, because I think that is definitely his path to victory here. And I am so high on Muhammad Mokaev that I believe that he's this generation's chance at beating John Jones in the youngest title holder, you know, because John Jones was 23 years old when he won the belt over, I think, was it Shogun Rua at the time? And Muhammad Mokaev's not even 22 years old yet. And, you know, he wins. He fights again before the end of the year. He fights a few times next year against really good ranked opponents. Maybe he could be the one. You know what I mean? I think keep your eye on Muhammad Mokaev. Really special prospect. I am picking him to win. I don't think he wins by decision. I think I've seen MMA Guru pick him to win by decision, but I'm going Mokaev. I will go with submission. I think he's got a good ground game. I think Charles Johnson is eventually going to get a little bit tired out, but the weird thing about Charles Johnson is he's a volume striker. Like, he doesn't necessarily knock guys out. Like, all of his KO wins are kind of towards the very end of the fight, like in the fourth round, the fifth round, over guys that just weren't ready to go. Like 5 rounds, yes, he beat Yo Camilo in the second round, but you know, fourth round, okay, well, that's boxing, but you know what I mean? Like, he's winning these fights like over a period of 5 rounds. You know what I mean? Over guys that are gassing out. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's going to be able to one-shot KO Muhammad Mokaev. I mean, we obviously haven't even seen Muhammad Mokaev's chin tested, because no one's knocked him out, no one's knocked him down, so we don't really know. But yeah, give me Muhammad Mokaev. I'm so high on this guy. I think he's such a good prospect. You know, he's only a little bit older than me. He's older than me by a couple of years, and he's already borderline top 15 fighter. He's been calling out Jeff Molina. I think when he beats Charles Johnson, he's going to call out Jeff Molina, or he's going to call out Tim Elliott again. I think Jeff Molina might be more willing to fight him than Tim Elliott, but we'll see, man. I think we'll see what happens. But I think Muhammad Mokaev versus anyone in the top 15. He's been calling out Tyson Nam as well, but he's not a ranked opponent, so I don't think he's going to call out Tyson Nam on the mic. I think we're going to see a Muhammad Mokaev call out of Jeff Molina or Tim Elliott, or maybe even calls out like Matt Schnell after his crazy fight. I don't know. We'll see what happens, eh? And this has been a very long breakdown. It's been about 4 minutes, but I do love Muhammad Mokaev. I think he's a great prospect.